Salutations, viewers, and welcome to Ames High Gymnasium for the final game of AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube of 2019. As the 9-22 Little Cyclones host the 29-9 Nevada Cubs in a pink-out match in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm Carter White reporting live. We have a vice versa situation of last Tuesday, as tonight, Ryan Eggert is unfortunately unable to join us for this match tonight. But the show must go on, and it will. The Little Cyclones undeniably come into this game as the underdogs, with Ames only having 402 kills compared to Nevada having 1,021. Ames only having 13 aces compared to Nevada, who has 198. But with the playoffs just a little under 2 weeks away, a win tonight would be huge for Ames. Nevada will be going for their 30th win of the season and their 4th win in a row tonight. For anybody wondering why this is the last AHS volleyball match that will be broadcasted here on AHS Sports Network, AHS Sports Network is not allowed to broadcast any away or playoff games. So since this is the final regular season home of the games, this will be the final regular season home game of the season. It's the final volleyball game that we will broadcast for this year. And it looks like we're just about ready to get into it. The anticipation is high, the energy is high, and the Little Cyclones are looking for a win. We will probably be starting in just a few seconds here. It's going to be Rachel Rossiker on the number 7 for Ames, starting the game with the serve, and we are underway in Ames High Gymnasium. And the first time it goes off of the hands of number 20 on Nevada, who is not on my roster. And Ames has the first point of this match, putting them up 1-0 in the first set of this game. Rossiker will be on the serve again. First bump is going to be by Ruerts for Nevada. And that time it was Shelby Hazlitt, number 3, a sophomore, hitting it out and giving the Little Cyclones another point. Rossiker once again on the serve as the Little Cyclones have a 2-0 lead in the first set. Oh, a kill attempt that time was deflected from Thompson. And now Buss gets it back over for the Little Cyclones. And there is Tupper. Thompson hits it back over again for the Cubs. Walters hits it back over for the Little Cyclones. There's Tupper with the set. Kill attempt is good by Ruerts. It goes off the net, and nobody was there in time for Ames. And Nevada has their first points of this match. They're down 2-1 in the first set of this game. That is Ellie Gray, who is number 20 on Nevada. Number 20, a junior. And nobody's there. Miscommunication from Ames leads to another point for the Cubs. Game is tied at 2 apiece in the first set. It's going to be Gray once again on the serve for the Cubs. Gray hits it over. First hit is by Jansen. Now it's Forney for the kill. Too strong. Cubs have their first lead of the game at 2-3 over the Little Cyclones. It's going to be, once again, Ellie Gray on the serve. Forney gets the first hit for the Little Cyclones. Here's a kill attempt by Timmermans. It's in! And Casey Ruerts, the number 9, the senior, wasn't sure if she should have gone to get it that time, and it backfired and resulted in a point for the Little Cyclones. Score is now tied back up at 3 apiece in the first set of this game. Timmermans going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Number 15, a junior, Madeline Timmermans, and she'll get the ace! Timmermans, what an ace! To make it 4-3. And the Little Cyclones, thus far, keeping this a close match between the Cubs. Timmermans is going to be on the serve once again. Is it going to be another ace for her? No, it's not. She hits it too far that time. Another point awarded to the Cubs. Game is once again tied up at 4 apiece in the first set, and looks like it's going to be Casey Ruerts. No, that is Hannah Thompson on the serve, and it's an ace for the Cubs. Great play that time by Thompson. Or maybe it's Thompson. Folks, I'm really not sure. I think I'm going to go with Thompson from now on. But it's spelled in a really weird way. Thompson, the serve for the Cubs, and it's low for Buss to hit it over, but she still manages to. Now hitting it over for the Cubs, that was Masinski. And the kill attempt by Forney is too strong and gives another point to the Cubs, who now have a 6-4 lead in the first set. And it'll be Thompson, Hannah Thompson, the junior, number 7, on the serve for the Cubs. There's Buss the bump, set by Carlson. Alexa Kapaska tried to hit it over, and she ended up wrestling it between her arms. And it's now a 7-4 game. Nevada's still on top in the first set. And it's going to be Thompson on the serve. There's a bump by Buss, set by Carlson. Forney tries to hit it over, and it's deflected by the Cubs. And it gives another point to them. 8-4 Cubs. And Thompson will be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Thompson, too far on the serve, and another point will be awarded to the Little Cyclones to make it now 8-5 in the first set. Substitution was made. I'm not sure who it was, though. I wasn't able to see. 8-5 is your score in the first set. The Cubs lead over the Little Cyclones. And now Carlson will be on the serve. See how successful she is. Bump by Ruerts. There's a kill attempt by Masinski. And the point will go to the Cubs to make it an 8-6 game. It might have been the Little Cyclones who got the point that time. Not sure. Carlson on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Here's a kill attempt that was blocked by Caitlin Kingsbury, number 12, a junior. She tries again, and it's saved by Jansen. Here's Walters for the kill. It's saved by... That was Gray on the save that time. Here's Kapaska. That is out as Kapaska goes for the kill attempt. And a point will be awarded to the Cubs, who now have a 9-6 lead over the Little Cyclones in the first set. Can't see who's on the serve as of right now. That is Maddie Dunham on the serve. And after that play that you just saw, the Little Cyclones will be awarded another point, making the score now 9-7 is what it should be in the first set. Scoreboard is saying 9-6. On the serve that time was Dunham for the Cubs. Ball goes out again. Oh, no, that was a point for the Cubs. That was a point for the Cubs, actually. Score is now 11-6. The Cubs have the lead over the Little Cyclones in the first set, and Dunham's going to be on the serve again. Actually, that was Gibson. Aubrey Gibson, a junior, number 17, on the serve that time for the Cubs. Oh, what a block by Forney as Ruerts for the Cubs had a kill attempt. And Ruerts blocks the kill attempt on Ames' side to give him a 12-6 lead in the first set over the Little Cyclones. And a timeout is taken by the Little Cyclones. With that, we will take a quick break too. The score is 12-6. Cubs have the lead over the Little Cyclones in the first set. We'll be right back. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into the game between the Nevada Cubs, who are hosted by the Little Cyclones, in a volleyball match. 12-6 is your score in the first set. The Cubs have the lead over the Little Cyclones. We'll see how much that score changes here as Gibson is on the serve for the Little Cyclones. There's Kapaska who hit it over. On the serve for the Cubs, actually. Kapaska hit it over for the Little Cyclones. That was in. What a kill by Sydney Masinski, number 13, a junior for the Cubs, making the kill that time to make it 13-6. There's a serve by Gibson, and it's in. The Little Cyclones didn't think it was in, so they didn't react in any way, shape, or form, but it was, and it resulted in another point given to the Nevada Cubs, who now lead 14-6 in the first set. And it's going to be Gibson on the serve. There's Jansen. Walters hits it over, and it's saved by Kugler and hit over by Ruerts for the Cubs. And there's Kapaska who tries to hit it over. Oh, what a kill by Kapaska. It went off the hands of one of the Cubs, and then it went down. What a kill by Kapaska to make it 14-7 in the first set. Ames will have their first set in a while. Will have their first serve in a while, and it's Christabel Forney, number 9, the senior, on the serve for the Little Cyclones. And there's a hit over by Masinski. Oh, and that ball's going to go off the hands of Gibson, and it's another point for the Little Cyclones, who have decreased Nevada's lead to just 6 points. It's now 14-8. And Forney, Christabel Forney, the senior, number 9 for Ames, will once again be on the serve to serve it over to the Cubs. And that's too strong by Forney, and it's 15-8 Cubs. Some great ball being played so far. Quite entertaining game. Here's Maddie Dunham on the serve for the Cubs. Walters goes for the kill for the Little Cyclones. That's off of the hands of Kugler, and what a kill by the junior, number 6, Caroline Walters, to make it 15-9. What a great play that time. And Jansen's going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. There is Gray, first hit. And Hazlitt went for the kill that time, and it went out. And another point will be given to the Little Cyclones. It's now 15-10. Jansen's going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Kugler gets the first hit for the Cubs. And Ruerts with the kill for the Cubs to make it 16-10. And the Cubs are still on top against the Little Cyclones. The last time the Little Cyclones had a lead is when they had a lead by 4-3. The score's now 16-10, and they haven't had the lead over the Cubs since. Buss hits it back over for the Little Cyclones right there. And there is a light tap over by Thompson. It's quickly deflected. And there is a kill by Ruerts, who just barely keeps it inside. And it's 17-10 Cubs. And Morgan Tupper, number 10, a senior, on the serve for the Cubs. And there's Walters, who hits it over. Tries to hit it over at least, and it's deflected by Hazlitt. There is Jansen to Gibson. Light tap over. It was unsuccessful by Ruerts. She didn't get it past the net, and it just hit the net and went down. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, right in front of me, we have a Nevada student section going on. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a Nevada student section as Walters hits it too hard. You know, honestly, and especially considering the distance between these two teams, it honestly could be a home match either way with how many fans there are supporting each team. And now you have a student section for each team. So now it's practically a home match for either team. So the score is now 19-11 after that play in the first set. That was a serve by Ruerts that time for the Cubs. Buss tried to be on the kill that time. It was unsuccessful. There is Hazlitt who hits it over. Oh, Timmermans tried to hit it over, and Hazlitt had the block for the Cubs to make it 19-11. And who's going to be on the serve for the Cubs this time? It's Casey Ruerts once again. Number 9, the senior. Timmermans hits it over for the Little Cyclones, and it's saved. And there's an aggressive hit over by Hannah Thompson, who gets the kill for the Cubs, and it's 20-11. And another timeout is taken by the Little Cyclones. 21-11 is your score. The Cubs are on top over the Little Cyclones, and we'll take a break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. The Cubs hosted by the Little Cyclones in a volleyball match. The Cubs lead 21-11 in the first set, and we're about to get back into it as the Cubs are close to ending the first set. That is Ruerts on the serve. Bus tried to have the kill there. It was unsuccessful. The ball is lightly hit out by the Little Cyclones, giving another point to the Cubs, who are up 22-11 now. There's Ruerts on the serve for the Cubs. Rossiker, the first hit. Miscommunication by Little Cyclones, and Bus just barely manages to hit it over. And miscommunication by the Cubs will give the point to the Little Cyclones, who now are down 22-12 against the Cubs. Forney's back in for the Little Cyclones, and here is Rossiker going to be on the serve. For the Little Cyclones, it hits the net and gives the point to the Cubs, who now lead by a score of 23-12. Here's Gray. Ellie Gray going to be on the serve for the Cubs. And there's a kill by Masinski. The quick reaction to give another point to the Cubs, who now lead 24-12 and are 1 point away from putting this set away and having the first set. We'll see if they're able to do that. It's going to be Gray on the serve for the Cubs here. Here's Bus to set. Forney for the kill for the Little Cyclones. It's saved that time by Ruerts. Kill attempt that time by Wig was unsuccessful. Forney, the kill attempt. No. Was it in that time? We don't have a call. We still don't have a call. We're waiting. Point to the Little Cyclones. 24-12. Sorry about that hiatus, ladies and gentlemen. No call was being made, so we didn't know whether the point was given to the Little Cyclones or to the Cubs. Timmermans on the serve for the Little Cyclones, and it hits the net, and the Cubs take the first set by a final score in the first set of 25-13. That's going to do it for the first set, ladies and gentlemen. 25-13 is the score of the first set, final score of the first set. The Cubs take the first set. And with that, we will take a quick break and be right back. Keep it right here. You are watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. The Nevada Cubs took the first set over the Little Cyclones by a final score of 25-18, was it? Can't remember the exact final score, but I know that Nevada took it. And Nevada's about to start off this match. It's Ellie Gray on the serve for the Cubs. Forney gets the first hit. There's Timmermans, who hits it over for the Little Cyclones, and it's saved by the Cubs. Kill attempt by the Cubs is no good. Here's Forney for the kill. It hits the net and goes down. And the Little Cyclones, the Cubs will have the first point of the second set. It will once again be Ellie Gray on the serve for the Cubs. Here's Forney, the first hit, right back to Gray. Here's a kill attempt by Kingsbury, and it's blocked. And Rossiker to buzz for the kill attempt, no good. Gray the save for the Cubs, and there's a kill by Forney for the Little Cyclones to make it 1-1. Great play that time. Here's Forney, who's going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. She hits it over, and there is a bump by Ruerts. Oh, how about that? Slam, bam, jam. Thompson slams it to the ground for the kill. 2-1 is now the score. This Nevada student section is getting huge. And it would make sense. This is similar to the North Carolina versus Duke men's basketball game. It's a close rivalry because the schools are so close to each other. And here's Kingsbury. Kingsbury for the kill for the Cubs. Oh, and it's hit back over. And the Cubs lose another point there. It's 2-2 now. And this Ames High Little Cyclone student section is getting loud. This could be a good game, folks. This could be a good game if it comes to it. There's Carlson, the first hit on the serve. Kill attempt by Ruerts is no good. Timmermans, the kill attempt for the Little Cyclones. That will be saved as well. Kingsbury has her kill attempt blocked. Timmermans, the kill for the Little Cyclones. 3-2. This crowd is really getting into it in the first set. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fun game. A very fun game so far. Carlson on the serve for the Little Cyclones. And that was Gray, who just barely got it over, and there's a point for the Cubs as Rossiker. It went off of her hands as it went out. Score is tied back up at 3 apiece in the second set. Nevada has the first set. And Gibson's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. Here's Matulak to Rossiker. Walters, what a kill by Walters to make it 4-3 Cyclones. Number 6. Madeline Timmermans on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Here's Gray. Kill attempt is successful from Casey Ruerts. They tie it back up at 4 apiece in the second set, with the Cubs having this first set. If you do have any other questions regarding the game, ladies and gentlemen, please do not hesitate to drop a comment down below with your question, and I'll do my best to answer it. Bridget Patterson on the serve for the Cubs that time, and it goes off of Batulak's hands for the ace. How about that chant by Nevada's student section? They're just as engaged in this game as Ames High is. There's Patterson, who's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. Kapaska, the block, and it goes. Kapaska's kill attempt is blocked, and it goes out off of the hands of the Cubs, and the game is tied back up at 5 apiece in the second set. And Ames has the first set, or the Cubs have the first set. Sorry about that. Forney's going to checks in for the little Cyclones, and here's Rossiker on the serve for the little Cyclones. Oh, how about that snake eye by Tupper? But it's not good enough. Ames was able to react quickly, and Jansen hits it back over for the little Cyclones. Here's a kill attempt for Nevada, and it's good by Ruerts to make it 6-5. Cubs on top. No, they gave the point to the little Cyclones. They must have thought it went out. 6-5. Little Cyclones have the lead in the second set, and Nevada took the first set. Here's Rossiker for the serve for the little Cyclones. Kill attempt by Ruerts. Blocked. And another point for the little Cyclones. 7-5. This is a very entertaining game so far, ladies and gentlemen. How about this? 7-5. I can't get the smile off my face. And a point given to the Cubs as Rossiker hit the red and white pole on her serve. It's now 7-6. Little Cyclones are on top. Here's Tupper. Kapaska the first hit to Jansen. Here's Rossiker who hits it over. How about that? Thompson, a kill for Nevada to make it 7-7. Score is tied back up once again in the second set. And Nevada took the first set. Tupper, the first hit. There's Rossiker. Kapaska, too strong on her kill attempt. And the point goes to Nevada, who's back in the lead at 8-7 in the second set. That was a serve by Tupper and a kill by Thompson for the Cubs to make it 9-7. Cubs are coming back to the little Cyclones, doing their best to show who they think is boss. Oh, Walters! What a kill! Tupper gets it hit right in her face, and it's 9-8. Little Cyclones still down, but certainly not out as Walters is going to be on the serve. Ireland Buss is in for the little Cyclones. Here's Walters, who's going to be on the serve for Ames. She hits it over. That's a kill attempt by Thompson, and it's unsuccessful. Here's Forney, the kill attempt for the little Cyclones. Successful! Score is tied back up at 9 apiece in the second set. Nevada took the first set. But Ames, if they keep up how they're playing, they could very well take the second set and make this game a good one. And some obnoxious yelling coming from the little Cyclone student section now. Walters too strong on her serve, and that'll give the point to the Cubs. It's now 10-9, and the Cubs have the lead. Here is Ruerts on the serve for the Cubs. Kapaska hits it over, too strong once again, and a 2-point lead is taken by the Cubs at 11-9 now. Ruerts is going to be on the serve for the Cubs. The little Cyclone student section getting loud for a moment there. Here's Buss for the kill for the little Cyclones, and it's saved by the Cubs. Kingsbury for the kill for the Cubs, and it's saved by the little Cyclones. Walters on the kill attempt, and it hits the net and goes down, and it's 12-9 Cubs. Cubs starting to pull away from the little Cyclones. If you're the little Cyclones, can't let the Cubs get too far. You got to keep pressing into your defense. Buss on the kill attempt, and it's out once again to make it a 13-9 lead for the Cubs, who are slowly but surely starting to pull away from the little Cyclones. In the second set, Nevada already has the first set. If they get the second set too, that wouldn't be a very good situation for the little Cyclones, especially with how good this team is. There's Kapaska with a kill block. Buss almost got a kill block as well, but it went off her hand and out instead, leading to a 14-9 score as the Cubs are in the lead over the Little Cyclones, and a timeout is taken, so we'll also take a break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. 14-9 Nevada in the second set, and Nevada has the first set. Nevada serves, and it's Ruerts who's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. Someone get hurt? No, they're giving the point to the Cubs, who now lead 15-9. Here's Ruerts, who's going to be on the serve again for the Cubs. That was Walters on the first hit for the Little Cyclones. Kapaska on the kill attempt is no good. Here's Walters, who gets it back over for the Little Cyclones. Kill attempt is successful by what a play. 16-9. The Cubs have the lead still in the second set, and they have the first set as well. Little Cyclones need to get back on their A game if they're going to get back into this set. Ruerts was on the serve that time for the Cubs. Kill attempt by Bus for the Little Cyclones is no good. Here's Kingsbury, too strong on her kill attempt. And Nevada at first was celebrating, not realizing that the point was actually going to the Little Cyclones as the ball went out. Not sure what they saw. It could be clearly seen from a mile away that ball went out. And there's Jansen, who's too strong on her serve. That'll give another point to the Cubs. It's now 17-10, Nevada in the lead. And they have the first set as well as we're playing in the second set. Here's Ellie Gray on the serve, a junior. Jansen hits it back over for the Little Cyclones. Forney keeps it on Nevada's side. Now back on Ames' side. And the point will be given to the Little Cyclones after the Nevada Cubs, actually, after a double hit. It's now 18-10. Gray's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. And nobody's there to save the ball on Little Cyclone's side. Once again, it's miscommunication. Really unfortunate when that happens in this game. Can't afford that too much if you're trying to win. Here's Gray, who serves it over for the Cubs. And there is a kill by Timmermans. And Timmermans went into her teammates saying, yeah, I did that. That was me, ladies and gentlemen. Some great confidence by Madeline Timmermans. And here's Forney on the serve for the Little Cyclones. It almost hit the net. It was a little low that time. Rossiker tried. They're giving the point to the Little Cyclones. Someone hit the net on the Cubs, and it's 19-12. And the Little Cyclones student section chanting, you can't do that. And in this game, you certainly can't. Forney on the serve for the Little Cyclones that time. And Kingsbury managed to get a good play that time as she hit the ball over for the Cubs. It's now 20-12. Cubs have the lead in the second set. And the Cubs have the first set as well. And they're close to getting the second set. Here's Walters, who's going to have the first hit for the Little Cyclones. Kill attempt for the Cubs. How about that? Masinski drops the sledgehammer. And it's 21-12. Cubs have the lead in the second set. They have the first set as well, and they're creeping closer and closer to getting this second set and putting the Little Cyclones down 2-0 in sets. On the serve for the Cubs is going to be Thompson. It's in. The flag, judges call it in, and it's 22-12. As the Little Cyclones need a comeback in order to win this set. Timmerman's off to a great start as she gets the kill off of the hands of Gray. Madeline Timmerman's a great play. 22-13. And now Carlson's going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones, who are down 22-13 in the second set. And Nevada has the first set. Here's Carlson, who hits it over. Hitting it over for the Cubs is Masinski. Here's Rossiker to Walters. Too strong, and it just barely goes out and gives the point to the Cubs, who are now up 23-13 against the Little Cyclones in the second set. And the Cubs have the first set and 2 points away from having the second set as well. Gibson's going to be on the serve. No, that's actually Dunham on the serve for the Cubs. There's Jansen, the bump. Kill attempt by Timmermans is unsuccessful. And there's a kill attempt from Ruerts, and it's saved until it goes off of the ceiling and down onto the floor to make it 24-13. In the second set, Nevada take the first set, and they're 1 point away from taking the second set as well. Here's Dunham on the serve. Jansen, a quick hit. Walters hits it over and gets the point for the Little Cyclones to make it 24-14. Good play. About 16 more of those, and then the Little Cyclones are, actually 11 more of those, and then the Little Cyclones can win this set. It won't happen, however. Oh, wait, maybe it will. That was out. Ruerts hit it too hard, and it went out that time. Her kill attempt did. And that is Timmermans. Timmermans going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Here's a kill attempt. Oh! Ruerts, the kill attempt is good. And the Cubs take the second set and leave the Little Cyclones at 2-0. The Cubs are dominating this game so far, but it's been a quite entertaining game as the Little Cyclones have been able to keep up with the pace of the Cubs pretty well, but it hasn't been enough so far, and they're now down 2-0 against the Cubs. The Little Cyclones playing well so far, but they're going to need a little bit more if they're going to want to survive this third set. And ladies and gentlemen, after the game, we will be getting into the playoff details for your Ames High Little Cyclones. But for now, in between sets, we're going to take a quick break. 2-0 is the score. Nevada has 2 sets. Ames has none. We'll be right back. We'll get back into the game in a second. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. The Nevada Cubs have won 2 sets. The Little Cyclones have won 0. They would need 3 set wins in a row to win the entire game. So if Ames is going to win this game, and you better grab your coffee mugs, folks, because we're going to need to be here for a while if that's going to happen. Especially because this will be their final home game of the season. And therefore, once again, just a reminder, this will be the final game broadcasted on final volleyball game broadcasted on AHS Sports Network on YouTube for this season. As mentioned earlier, we are not allowed to broadcast playoff or away games. We're just about ready to get into the third set. Ames down 2-0. They're going to need to change the number of sets that they have as of right now if they're going to win this game. Matulak serves for the Little Cyclones, and the third set is underway of this game. And if Nevada plays their cards right, the final set that will be played in this court for this season. That was a point for the Cubs, who now lead 1-0 in the third set. On the serve for the Cubs is going to be Dunham. That was actually Gibson on the serve for the Cubs, by the way. And here's a quick hit over by Kingsbury. 2-0 lead for the Cubs, who also have a 2-0 lead in sets over the Little Cyclones. It's going to be Kingsbury once again on the serve. No. Gibson on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Sorry, folks. And it goes out as Gibson has another serve. It goes out, and it'll be 2-1 for the Cubs, still having the lead, but the Little Cyclones got the most previous point. The serve's about to go to them. Carlson's going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. And for the Cubs, it's going to be Gray who got the first hit. And it's hit over to this point will go to the Little Cyclones. Not sure what happened there, but the Little Cyclones got a point, and they tied the score up at 2 apiece to get 2 points in a row that time. Speaking of which, number 2, Sarah Carlson, just served it off for the Little Cyclones. And she might have to serve it off again as Masinski hits it out for the Cubs. Little Cyclones have their first lead of the third set, and as well as their first lead since the first set at 3-2. Carlson serves once again. Here's Ruerts. Lightly tapping it over is Thompson, and what a beautiful technique to know you don't have to spank the ball like it's got bad grades every time. Sometimes you can just lightly tap it over, and it's going to result in a point because the Little Cyclones, they're going to be ready for anything. But specifically, they think a tough ball is coming. So that's a very good strategy by Thompson that time for the point. Ruerts hits it over and gets the kill for the Cubs to make it 4-3. Cubs are still in the lead. And it's 4-3 in the third set. Cubs have the lead. They also have the lead in sets, leading currently 2-0 in sets. And here is Jansen to bus. Walters for the kill attempt for the Little Cyclones is no good. Kill attempt that time by Masinski is just barely saved by Jansen. Double hit by the Little Cyclones gives the point to the Cubs, who now have a 5-3 lead. And here is Thompson, who's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. It's Jansen who gets the first hit for the Little Cyclones. Zimmerman's the kill attempt is blocked. That was by Masinski, and it's going to be 6-3. Not sure what that chant was, but the Nevada Cubs student section just had a chant, if you were able to hear that at all. It's 6-3 now. Walters hits it out, and it's now 7-3. Cubs have a 7-3 lead in the third set. And they also currently Cubs also currently have a 2-0 lead in sets. Thompson's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. She hits it over, and it's going to be Jansen, the first hit for the Little Cyclones. Here is Walters. Great play that time as she managed. Well, not really, actually, because she actually hit it out. It scores now 8-3. Cubs still have the lead over the Little Cyclones. There's Thompson. Carlson had to dive in order to make that save, but it wouldn't be worth it, as right after getting off of her hands, it would go out and make it a 9-3 score. Cubs are on top, and a timeout is taken. We'll take a break. 9-3, Cubs are on top in the third set, and they have the first two sets, and we'll take a quick break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. The score is 9-3. The Cubs have the lead in the third set, and the Cubs also have the first two sets. Fun fact, we also have the most viewers that we've had tonight. We now have 5 viewers on this live. Matulak hits it back over for the Little Cyclones. There's a kill attempt by Kingsbury, and it went too far and out, and the point will be given to the Little Cyclones. Kingsbury was a little disappointed in herself after that one, and it's now 9-4. Cubs are still on top. Little Cyclones got the last point, putting the serve in the hands of the Little Cyclones. Timmermans, number 15, Madeline Timmermans, a junior, going to be serving for the Little Cyclones. Almost looked like it wasn't going to be strong enough. There's a kill by Masinski to make it a 10-4 lead for the Cubs in the third set. And we now have 6 viewers, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know if we've had this many viewers the entire time I've been broadcasting these volleyball games. This means a lot, folks. Thanks. Dunham serves it over. Wow, how about that block by Masinski for the Cubs? And there is Ruerts, who hits it over. Walters hits it back over, and it's good for the Little Cyclones, who gets a point to make it 10-5 in the third set. Nevada took the first 2 sets. For those who are just tuning in, it's now 10-5. Little Cyclones are down, but they have the serve. It's Rossiker who hits it over. Here's Tupper. Kill attempt by Tupper is saved by the Little Cyclones. Actually, that was a kill attempt by Ruerts. And here's another kill attempt. That was Masinski. And Nevada thinks that ball should have been down. And it goes out. It goes out, and it's 10-6. The Little Cyclones are creeping up on the Cubs in the third set, which is what they need. Because the Cubs have the first 2 sets. One more set for Nevada, and the game ends. Carlson on the serve that time for the Little Cyclones. There is a kill for the Cubs that time. It's Ruerts. If I had to pick who was more loud as far as student sections between Ames and Nevada, it'd have to be Ames. Even from over here, I can tell that. Good thing I didn't get any dirty looks from anybody for saying that. It's now 10-6. In the third set, and Nevada has the first 2 sets. Rossiker is going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones, who had the most previous point. Rossiker serves it over. Kill is good by Ruerts. It goes off the hands of the Little Cyclones and down to make it 11-6. Cubs still on top. We have 7 viewers now. How about that? It's 11-6 in the third set for those of you who are just tuning in. And Ames took the Nevada took the first 2 sets. Sorry about that. Here's Gray, who's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. Oh, Olivia Smalley. I believe that's her name at least. Yes, Olivia Smalley, a sophomore. Number 12, who was unable to save the kill. And there's Gray, who hits it over for the Cubs. Whoa, and how about that? Forney tried to kill, and it was blocked by the Cubs. Now the energy is starting to be lost all around the gymnasium as it's now 13-7. And it's Gray who manages to hit it over for the Cubs. And it's now 14-7 in the third set, with Nevada taking the first 2 sets. Gray is going to be on the serve once again for the Little Cyclones. First hit by Carlson for the Little for the Cubs. Sorry, folks. The serve was by the Cubs. The Little Cyclones had the first hit. It ended up being a point for the Cubs as the Cubs hit it back down on Ames' side. It's now 15-7 in the third set. And the Nevada Cubs have the first 2 sets. And a call's not being made by the field judges yet. They'll give the point to the Cubs, who now have a lead of 16-7. There we go. 16-7 in the third set. Nevada has the first 2 sets. If you're Ames, you gotta get back into this. Kapaska, great start. As Ellie Gray was unable to save the ball for the Cubs, and it's now 16-8. Walters is going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. Is that out or in? They're saying it's out. Walters too strong that time, and it's now 17-8 in the third set. Here's Tupper, who's going to be on the serve for the Cubs. Her name should be Cupper. That'd be peculiar. Forney, what a block. I had her kill blocked. And after that, the point will be given to the Cubs. It's now 18-8 in the third set. Cubs still have the first 2 sets. Lola Campbell in for the Little Cyclones. Here's Tupper. Oh, how about that? Ball is hit out of control for the Little Cyclones, and it's 19-8. The Cubs have the lead, and they have the first 2 sets as well. Timeout a second by the Little Cyclones. The Nevada Cubs are pulling up to a victory. Can they finish the job? We'll find out after this break. 19-8. Nevada has the lead in the third set, and they have the first 2 sets. Keep it right here. We'll be right back. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back into it, folks. It's 19-8. The Cubs have the lead in the third set, and the Cubs have the first 2 sets. Cubs are now just 6 points away from putting the Little Cyclones in the dirt. Tupper on the serve for the Cubs that time. There is a kill block from the Cubs. Kill was attempted by Forney that time. It's now 20-8. Tupper on the serve for the Cubs. Here's Campbell, who attempts the kill, and it's unsuccessful. Oh, how about that block for the Little Cyclones? And it's now 20-9. The point was given to the Little Cyclones that time. Jansen's going to be on the serve. And there is Ruerts. Oh, how about that play, Ruerts? A point for the Little Cyclones. It's now 20-10. In the third set, Nevada has the first two sets. Sorry about that, folks. Jansen's going to be on the serve for the Little Cyclones. And that was Lily Goose, who hits it out. Another point will be awarded to the Little Cyclones, now 20-11. Here's a kill attempt, and it is successful by Ruerts once again, and it's now 21-11. Great play that time by the Cubs. It's going to be Ruerts, who just had that kill on the serve for the Cubs, who are up 21-11. Here's Campbell, who gets the first hit for the Little Cyclones. Jansen hits it over. Here's a kill attempt from the Cubs, and it's successful by Goose. 22-11 in the third set. And with Nevada having the first two sets as well, 3 more points ends the game and claims another victory for the Cubs. Ruerts. Jansen hits it over, but it's out, and it's 23-11. The Cubs are 2 points away from ending the game. Let's see if they can. Jansen. Here's Rossiker, who hit it over that time. Goose with the kill, and it's 24-11 in the third set, with Nevada having the first two sets. Another point from the Cubs ends the game. Can it happen? Ruerts on the serve. Jansen, the first hit to Rossiker. Timmermans, and Rossiker hits it out. It's over. Nevada wins. 25-11 is your final score of the third set. And the Cubs move to a record of 30-9. And the Little Cyclones move to a record of 9-23. How about that, folks? The Cubs take it 3-0. Don't go anywhere, folks. Even though the game is over, we still have some final thoughts about the game and some updates about playoffs for the Little Cyclones coming up after this break. Keep it right here. You're watching AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome to the post-game show, ladies and gentlemen. I am Carter White, one of the voices of your Ames High Little Cyclones. Ryan Eggert was unable to be with us tonight, but still a good match. Well-fought match, close match, but the Little Cyclones couldn't get it done as they lost 3-0 against the Nevada Cubs. Nevada came out here absolutely dominant, and it was an absolutely fantastic game. Nevada came out here and showed Ames who's boss. And they did it with style, too. And how about the crowd involvement, ladies and gentlemen? This could have been a home game for Nevada. There was just as many fans here for Nevada as there were here fans for Ames, right in Ames, Iowa, if not more than that. This could have been a home game for either team. And Nevada took the win. by a score of 3-0. And now, let's get into the playoffs for your Ames High Little Cyclones. So the bracket goes like this. Your Ames High Little Cyclones will have their first go big or go home game against Cedar Rapids Kennedy October 29th at 7 p.m. at Cedar Rapids Kennedy High School. Whoever wins that will face either the Ankeny Hawks, the Urbandale Jayhawks, or the Des Moines North Polar Bears. The Urbandale Jayhawks and the Des Moines North Polar Bears will face in a game October 23rd at 7 p.m. at Urbandale. Whoever wins that will go on to Ankeny and play against Ankeny. Whoever wins between Ankeny and Urbandale or Des Moines North will move on to the next round to face either Cedar Rapids Kennedy or your Ames High Little Cyclones. And in the next game, your Ames High Little Cyclones, with a win against Cedar Rapids Kennedy, they would qualify for the regional championship. Whoever wins the regional championship will move on and play in the state tournament. As mentioned earlier, we cannot broadcast games that are playoffs, and we cannot broadcast games that are away games. That therefore makes this the final game that will be broadcasted this year on AHS Volleyball on YouTube. And now I am just trying to think, is there anything else I am forgetting to talk about? I do not believe so. So with that being said, that's going to do it here from Ames High Gymnasium for the final edition of the year of AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network on YouTube. The Nevada Cubs visit the Little Cyclones and take it 3-0. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for all the fans who tuned in to AHS Volleyball on AHS Sports Network this year. We hope to see you back here next year. This is Carter White, one of the voices of your Ames High Little Cyclones, signing off.